disappointing. Disappointed with the way our guys played in the first half, the way we coached, and I thought our guys played harder and played better in the second half, but still made far too many mistakes, and it was errors in fundamentals and assignments, errors in coaching, and just disappointing, because it's one we could have won had we done a few more of those things better. But credit to Boston College, they really played tough. They're well coached, and they made the plays. They made the plays we needed to, especially that last drive. They needed fourth downs. They got it. One on the goal line down there, and so unfortunately come up short again.
Coach Ken Kreitzer, Canvets Media. Just maybe starting in the first half, after the Quinn Hammond's interception, not getting the touchdown, getting the field goal instead. Was that just a missed opportunity?
That was a big missed opportunity for sure. We had the pass to Tyrell, which was short, and he got run down. Then we had the pass out in the flat to Lingenfelter that we overthrew, and he's trying to make a play. He had the one that with Tyrell. I saw the route. I watched the route the whole way. Apparently, he had somebody in his face and kind of had to step back. And then the one to the left, the boot, it's hard going to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback. He had both guys open on the play and just overthrew it. That was certainly a missed opportunity for us.
And then second half, Zach Mundell got you off to a great start with a 55-yard return, helped set up the touchdown run by Tyson Robinson, 18 yards. How was it to have Tyrell Robinson back in the game for you?
Oh, we were thrilled to have him back out there. I love that kid, and I'm really pleased he's healthy enough now that he can play. He's certainly helping us, and wish just a little bit more today. We could have found a way, but he's just such a dynamic player, and I think the more he plays, the more confidence he's going to gain on that knee, and hopefully he'll be even more productive.
Then you got the touchdowns, Hayden Reed, and then you got the pass play to Tyson Riley. We saw him line up at wide receiver, and then the next play is over the middle, catches a touchdown pass. Is that just another way to use Tyson Riley?
It is just the personnel group that we were in, and the formation that we got into put him in that position. And he made a nice play. It was a really nice throw by Bryson, and glad we made that play. And unfortunately, that was the last score we got, so wasn't quite enough.
And then on the third down play, Bryson Daily, it looked like he had the first down, and he tried to pitch the ball or throw the ball to his right to Hayden Reed, and it was called an illegal pass. How did you see that play?
I saw the replay, and I was hopeful that they would rule it a backward, or even if it's sideways, it's considered a lateral. And they didn't see it that way. The official didn't see it that way. Obviously, the replay official and the guy in Charlotte, North Carolina, that looks at it, they all felt it was a forward pass. So that was that. We got the penalty and put us in a 4th and 4. And we got a bad punt after that off the side of our foot. I thought they'd bring a lot of pressure, and we had kind of the rollout punt there, the rugby punt, and he just didn't hit a very good ball. Gave him a short field, and that was the drive that they went down and scored. So it wasn't all his fault, but wish we could have got a better punt off there.
Yeah, just going to ask you about Cooper Allen. He seemed like he had a tough day putting, the one in the first quarter, and then the last one. Was he just trying to do too much and not doing what he normally does?
Mm-hmm. The first one that he punted went off the side of his foot. The first punt of the game. He came back. He had a really good punt. That was a rollout, a rugby punt, rugby style punt that went for a long distance, going toward the scoreboard. And that's what we were trying to do on the last punt, because he had kicked that so well. And like I said, I thought they would bring pressure, and he just didn't hit it very well. And so, he works hard at his craft. He's a good player. He just had a tough day.
Coach, their last drive, Boston College, they get the ball near the goal line, first down, I think. Guys were able to stop them a couple times. In that situation, is there? I mean, what's your kind of philosophy there? Because there is still a minute on the clock. Do you want your defense to dig in and stop them like 3 or 4 times? I guess you want to. Obviously, you want to win the game, right? Is there any thought of, dare I say, letting them score?
There is. Yeah, there is. Playing that defense where you let them score. But when you got down to, I guess it was a minute, and I don't know what it was when I called that timeout, minute 13. That was my last timeout. I thought we'd try to stop them on the next play and see if we could get them into, I guess it would have been third down there, or I'm going to look at the play-by-play because I can't remember what down it was. And but there is that's all part of the analytics that we have. But it wasn't a recommendation at that point
I got
to let them in, and it's probably because of the time that we had there. I'm gonna look at it when I burned my last time out. So 3rd and 3, they gained 17, 1st and goal up the middle for 2 at the 1. I burned the timeout. Then 2nd and goal, they stopped it. Probably after that one, it was going to be French defense let them score.
Yeah. Do you the one play in the first half where they call timeout, it looks like they're gonna go for it. Then they bring their field goal team on. You guys had, I guess, one too many men on the field, and then they end up going for it and scoring a touchdown.
It's one of the coaching errors I was talking about. We had a timeout. They sent their offense out there on 4th down and just waited it out and called timeout. So they bring the field goal team out there, and we got 12 guys on the field. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Should have had the personnel there, and we said, we called a defense. We said, hey, if they send the offense out here, here's going to be the defense. If they bring the field goal team out, here's the call for the field goal. All we had to do is see the kicker trot out, and it was just one guy for one guy. And the 2 guys that played the same position were both on the field together. And the guy that was running off the field should have been in. The other guy should have been coming off. And I might have been able to hold it. I don't know. I mean, just as I saw him running off, what I didn't want to do is give him a free first down right there. And unfortunately, called a timeout. They brought the offense back out there and they converted. There's the 4 points. There's the 4 points in the game. Instead of that last drive being 24-20, it's 24-16. So, disappointing. Coaching error.
Ken, go ahead on Zoom.
Hey Jeff, Ken McMillan. Bryson Daily, aside from the missed toss to Lingenfelter and then the 2 late incompletions, he actually had a pretty good day passing, going short, going long, and of course he ran the ball well. What are your thoughts about how Bryson ran the team today?
I thought he did a good job. He played really hard. He made some good throws. They were that one he threw in there to Tyson for the touchdown was a good throw. The one he threw over the middle to Noah Short was a really good throw. He did a good job. He ran the ball hard, and obviously knows the pass in the end zone. Like I said, I didn't see the pressure on the quarterback because I was watching the route on the wheel route that we threw just a little bit short, and Tyrell got tackled from behind. But just the roll out to the left and not connecting there was probably the one that we'd all like to have back for sure.
How troubling was it that whenever Boston College needed a good run, it looked like their offensive line really did a great job as far as blocking to get them their first downs?
They did. They came through. They ran the quarterback. The quarterback was a good runner. The running back, the Garwood kid, had a really good day running the football. That part of my frustration was just sometimes we had them stopped and they were able to get an extra push and get the yards that they needed, and we didn't have guys stopping his legs. We had guys up high, we had more guys going up high, and then he was able to fall forward and not as they say, killing the engine, which are the legs. And we got to do a better job of that. We got to coach it better. We got to execute it better. And they did a good job. I give them credit. Like you said, when they needed yards, they got it. They were 3 or 4 on 4th down. We had a big 4th down stop, but there were times where they needed that 4th down, and then that last drive, they got the one they needed.
Thank you.
Charles?
Good afternoon, Coach. Just one question. This is the second game in a row where it could be almost classified as a tale of 2 different halves. Actually, following the first half, you stated there were too many coaching and fundamental errors, and frankly, you were embarrassed. Is there anything that you said at the halftime or in halftime to turn the play around and perhaps the mindset of the team around, which includes the coaching staff?
I don't know. I don't know if I said anything I said some stuff to them. I don't know if it made a difference. I think that they just went out and executed better. And our coaches got a chance to get in there and talk to them and correct some of the mistakes. The players make the plays. They're the ones that are out there on the field. We try to do the best we can to position them where they need to be to make those plays, but they got to make the plays. And we just did a better job of that in the second half than we did in the first. But, obviously there were some opportunities in the second half that we're gonna see on film. We're gonna have a lot of remorse over. But again, credit Boston College, they did a good job.
Anything else on Zoom, guys?
Thanks, everybody.